Right, and we are back a whole week later again. So I'm sorry I've been a bit slack with getting the episodes on, but again, it's been another week of still preparing the shop. Any spare time we've got, I've been over there painting, decorating, moving bits about. We are currently at the point where we are waiting for confirmation on a van. Hopefully tomorrow. If we can get hold of it tomorrow, Wednesday, then we should start to fill the store up. I've got a few errands to run, a few bits and pieces to pick up. Yeah, start loading the store really. It's been pretty much everything that's going on lately really. So it's just still been sort of revolving around the shop in any spare time we've got. On the online front, it's been quite slow actually. It's yeah, slow week last week. What did we do on this store? Done £400 on this store. I think we've done probably around £800 to £1,000 on the Japanese store. Vintistry, I think that might have done around £100. And then our other antique shop, the Antique Boss store, I think that's done. Overall, it's been okay, but it's, you know, it's been quite slow. I suppose it's we're coming up the end of January. People have sort of running out of money, heading towards the end of the month, so could be something to do with that. But anyway, yeah, after this video, I'm going to have a little run through some of the bits that have gone over the weekend. There's nothing that exciting that's gone, unfortunately. It's just, well, some of it's quite interesting. But after this, I'll play through some videos, just with a little update for the last week, just showing how we're getting on with the shop, kind of where we're at with it all. So yeah, let's get on with this. Let's see what we got. Anyway, what's sold here? We've got a Cloisonne thimble, super interesting, and that's gone for £15.98. Wow, it's a lot of money for a thimble. We've got vintage Moore and Wright depth gauge incomplete set, so listed as incomplete, so I'm guessing it's missing whatever would have been in there, whatever would have been in there. Someone has paid £50 for that, so it's obviously got some value to someone. I don't know much about it, I didn't list it, so I'm not really too sure exactly what it is. Next up, we've got one of our Del Prado figures. There, he's gone for £24.49. So another one sold. They're kind of right. This is an interesting one. So if you sell silver, check it, because I didn't. I made a huge mistake here. This has gone for, what's it gone for? It's gone for £44. This scraps for £90. Silver has gone absolutely crazy in the last few weeks, so I've had made a big mistake on that one there. Yeah, when we listed this probably would have scrapped for around £25, and we've just forgotten about it, and I haven't checked it. So check your silver if you've got it in stock, because it's gone up. This morning when I checked, it's scrapping at £2.25 a gram for, I think that's the 925 price. But yeah, so watch out. Lesson learned on that one. It's gone up so much money. I've got silver chains upstairs that I paid £35 for scrap that are now worth like 4 times that. It's crazy. So it's gone up a lot. So if you are a seller of silver and you've got it listed online, check it out. Another Del Prado there. It's gone for £22.89. Got a little tea caddy, £15, £15.80. Got some looks possibly Japanese writing on the bottom. We've got one of the Hatbox collection there. I think it's Old Trusty, I think that is, from the Lady and the Tramp. Wade Whimsy, £20.55. And then I've got another Wade Whimsy, got an elephant there, Wade Whopper, they call them, these larger ones, they call them Wade Whoppers. It's gone for £9.64. Then we have got what we got here, a little selection of glass slides. They're sort of Edwardian. Just, I don't know what's on these ones. A river and some houses. So 1900s, 1920s. A little packet of pens, pen nibs, £14. Oh, yeah, the glass slides went for £20.85. I don't know if I said that. And then we got an indenture, which is sold for £42. It's 25th of August 1866. And that's that one there. So I do love an old indenture. All that writing, beautifully written. That is an art, that is. And yeah, so that, yeah, again, yeah, £42 odd. Japanese shop, saying still, even on that, it was quite slow over the weekend. I think we had 12 orders on there, so nothing that, you know, quite slow, to be fair. Again, I guess it's the back end of the month. Shouldn't complain. January's actually been pretty strong for us so far. We have had a good January. We've made some good money and we've made some good sales throughout the month. So thankfully we can afford for it to slow down a little bit. We are approaching the slow season now, so February, March, April. For us, that's typically when it sort of tapers down a bit, and then we approach the sort of May, June and so on. It starts to pick up again. Anyway, that's enough of this for a minute. Let's have a look at what's gone on in the week. Right, I'm in the office. I thought I'd quickly run through a few bits that I picked up at market this week. I didn't buy that much. To be honest, I spent a lot of the time over the shop doing a bit of painting. That's literally life at the moment. It's we're balancing all of our existing work, and in any spare time that we get, which very little of that we do get, I'm at the shop trying to sort of get some work done over there. And yeah, so anyway, what I picked up yesterday, a few, I didn't buy that much, bought a few bits and pieces. These were interesting. I haven't researched them yet. Sorry, my camera crashed. Not too sure what happened there. Anyway, yes, that's where I was at. I picked these up. These were interesting. They're USSR. I don't know what they are or what they represent. However, I found a few online. Seem to be going for around the £50 each mark. So we'll see. I'll give a fiver for the pair. So I don't think I'm going to be in too much danger of losing money on them. And that's obviously the important thing. But yeah, it should do all right. Well, when I find out a bit more about them, and hopefully they sell in the coming weeks and can show you them then. The next thing I bought was a selection of sort of late 19th century books. Just a complete assortment, really. They're nice bookshelf books. They're quite attractive. They're sort of, I like to sort of put them, I call them bookshelf books, because they're sort of, yeah, they're just nice antique books on a shelf. Various topics. I've actually listed two this morning. I listed these two. That went on at £39. No, it didn't. Or did it? I can't remember. That went on at £39. I know that went on at £39. That might have gone on at £29. So anyway, I gave £15 for the whole lot. So nice little buy there. When I bought the Russian stuff, this is also USSR. The lady gave me this. She said, I'll take that as well. So there you go. Little cup, egg cup, whatever it is. And I picked up this Victorian photo album. It's in reasonable condition. I'm not entirely decided what I'm going to do with the album yet. They are very saleable if the condition's good, but we'll see. There are some photos in here. It's not full. It's got, do you know what? I haven't even gone through it. But some of the pages, some of the actual, some of the frames are really nice. There's sort of like some really nice frames in there, which people do like to buy. These are quite rare, apparently, the smaller photographs. So yeah, there's there's plenty in here. There are some photos in here. I haven't actually been through it properly yet. There's some photos of the back, mainly children. So that's that. I don't think I bought anything else. That was it. Sales this week. They've been okay. They've been okay. I mean, we've done a reasonable amount of money. They've slowed down a lot. This was quite a nice order. My wife, have you packed the other half of this so far?
Yeah.
So the other half of this has been packed, which had some slightly larger boxes in it. That was a nice order that came in at around £175. We've sold lots of our Del Prado figures. I think throughout the week we've probably sold 10 to 15 of them, somewhere in that region. So we had quite a few of them go. We've had other military figures. Let's have a look. What have we had go on? Not really up to date with what's gone. A few of our Matchbox cars have gone this week as well. The new lot that's come in, some plates, some photo bundles. One of the cameras that I bought recently, sold one of them, 35 quid. Yeah, and that's just what's going out today. The usual Kakeshis and blah 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 on the Japanese shop. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Anyway, I'm wrapping up here for now because obviously I'm going to get off to the shop where I've got a few bits of stock I'm taking with me, actually, a few bits I've put aside. As we're going to start, I think next week on Monday or Tuesday, we're going to be getting a van to start filling the shop up. Got that there, really nice samovar there. Really nice piece. If someone were to silver plate that again, then that would be worth quite a lot of money. I've seen these going in the thousands, so that should be a good thing. Yeah, box of Harvest jugs there. As I promised someone I'll put some Harvest jugs in the shop for him. So there's them there for him. Got a few paint. Camera crashed again. Sorry. Yeah, this is it Gouache? Something like that. This is by a guy called Derek. I think it's Derek Wardle. It says down there. I haven't searched it for a long time. I bought a load of his artwork years back. He's got works in the National Portrait Gallery, and he done a lot of portraits of celebrities and stuff like that. And I do actually have some of his celebrity work in stock somewhere. I've sold these pictures of his for around £200 in the past. So yeah, that's quite a nice piece. I don't know who it's meant to be of. It might be no one in particular. Nice thing. But yeah, it's a nice early Japanese wood block, and then there's just some run-of-the-mill paintings. We've got a lot of wall space, so yes. Got some figures there, some very rare, possibly even unique Capodimonte figures there. I can't find them anywhere, and they're quite valuable from what I can find. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to wrap up here and get to the shop, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, as you can see, put a few little bits in the window, put a coming soon at the shop, and we have still got quite a lot to do. However, lots of progress has been made. You see, we've actually got a few units that have gone in again there over the back wall. I like the mirrors, they're a nice effect. Most of the painting's done. It's how painted the arches black. So our shop window, when I get to the lock-up, I've got some furniture that's going to go in here. I've got a nice desk. So we've got so much stock to come into the shop once we get there. But bought a couple of little bits over this morning, just a few little tiny bits and pieces. Got these Capodimonte figures there. There's a really nice samovar, 150, 200 years old, nice piece. Slate clocks, got loads of slate clocks. A friend of mine actually gave me a big box of pendulums so that I can try all the clocks out, because I've got tons of them to come into the shop. So very useful box of pendulums, and there's some keys. so we can work out which ones work. They should all work, to be fair. They should be all right. Yeah, still a few bits to clear. Today has been mostly putting that wall up there. And then there's going to be a sort of like a draped down curtain just to sort of separate the stores. Yeah, pretty much where we're at. I believe hopefully Tuesday, if possible, we're going to be picking up the van, so we can start doing our rounds and picking up some bits and pieces and getting it all delivered into the shop. And then Wednesday, hopefully, if all goes to plan, a few more bits to pick up. And then also on top of that will be pricing, tagging, labelling, what have you. And really pretty much officially sort of open. Yeah, we are really there. It's just obviously a few bits to clear out, get a few bikes in there we need to shift out of the way. We haven't decided what to do with this yet. We do think that we've left it. We're gonna leave it to the last minute because it actually could come in handy. But if it doesn't, we'll move it. So yeah. Anyway, I thought I'll give you a little updated tour. So obviously this is all going to be cleared out. This is currently his service station and so on. This would all be cleared out into the back section where the service will continue. So that'll be the counter for the antique shop. So we can sort of put items for sale along here and so on. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I can show you at the moment. I think that's all the information I can give you right now. And I'll see you in a bit. And that's about that. That's what we're up to at the moment. So where is it? Monday today. Got another busy week ahead of us. So hoping that we get the van tomorrow. That means we will be super busy the next couple of days loading the shop. Then I've got market. And then on Friday, I'm off to the National Running Show. So that's up in Birmingham. So we'll be up there for a few days. And we've got sort of father-in-law comes over, stays at the house to look after the dogs and the cats. And so sort of that's pretty much the outline for my week, really. Still running. I had my run this morning, just a short 8-kilometre run. Slowly getting back into that again. Not used to running yet. Haven't quite got my groove back when it comes to running. It's going to take a few weeks, I think. But I need to get my backside in gear because I've got a 100-kilometre race that I've booked in May, which is a long way off, to be fair. So we've got ages. Anyway, that's that. I'll try to touch base with you in the week. In fact, if we can get the shop open by Wednesday, then I'll probably try and load something up around Friday. Maybe when we get to the hotel, I'll do a little video, a week update on how we're getting on. So watch this space. Brand new antique shop will be opening hopefully this week. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
Cheers, Stu. You say thank you for watching that one. You can cut me out if you want to put something over
I'll keep
me.
this whole thing in.
Oh.